Hey everybody, welcome back to my top 10 movies of 2023. I will say that there are two movies I didn't get a chance to see, but at some point you just got to cut it off and move on. Those two movies are Poor Things and American Fiction. I will eventually watch them, and when I do, I'll share my thoughts on them. All right, let's go on to my top 10 of 2023. And again, like I mentioned in my last video, I'm just going to rattle off my 2 through 10 in alphabetical order, and then I'll tell you my number one favorite movie of the year. First one up is Creed 3. I've really had a blast watching this movie. It came out early on. I thought Michael B. Jordan directed it very well. I really liked the acting in it. I thought the fighting was really well done and the cinematography of it. I loved that movie. Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves is definitely the second most fun I had at the movie theater last year. Chris Pine is fantastic in it. I love him as an actor. I think he's very underrated, and I'm so glad to see him leading in this movie. It has a humor, it has amazing action, and it's clever at parts, and I just like the whole fantasy setting, and I don't have any interest in the game, but man, that movie really delivered. Influencer, which, man, this movie blew me away. I get any criticism people might have with it, but I loved the main premise of it, and I just found it so interesting in how it tied into like the modern social media, and the ending was just really awesome. I loved that movie, so that's why it's in my top 10. The Killer, probably the best looking movie on this list. Man, the cinematography, that direction by David Fincher is outstanding. I love the pacing. I love the style. I just love this movie. The acting was really good. Michael Fassbender delivers a great performance. I can't believe more people aren't talking about this movie. Maybe because it was just on Netflix, which it's a shame that I couldn't see that movie in theater. Man, I would have loved to. Missing is actually on my top 10 list. This movie really surprised me. I liked Searching when it came out. I thought that was a great film, and I think that this movie delivers in the same way. It kept me guessing, and I love the thriller aspect of it. So definitely up there for me. My most controversial pick on this list is definitely going to be Napoleon, but you know what? I don't care. I love this movie. I could not believe I was sitting there watching this spectacle on the big screen, and all the action and cinematography and the dramatic performances. It's just so awesome. I know it has narrative structure issues, but that didn't bother me at all. I'm telling you, if you like these historical war epics and stuff like that, you're going to have a great time watching that movie. I can't wait for the 4-hour cut. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is definitely the best animated film that I saw last year. It was so fun. I love the visual style changes that happen in the animation, and then the music, and I love the story and the way that it tied into the multiverse. I thought it was so well done. This movie blew me away. I loved it. Talk to Me is a very memorable horror experience because of the metaphor that's kind of going on in the film, which I won't spoil, but definitely watch that one if you haven't. I loved it. I thought it was so good. Excellent performances. Great horror film. The Passenger is another film that I loved from last year. I don't think it's gotten the recognition that it deserves. I really liked the acting in it. I thought that it really delivers on that thriller, old school kind of like 70s, 80s vibe. It very much reminded me of like Terrence Malick's Badlands, and I just really love this movie. It connected with me. It's not that long, so that's why it makes my list. All right, as you probably guessed it, and it should be pretty obvious, but my number one favorite movie of last year, without a doubt, not a question, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. Not only do I think it's the best Mission Impossible movie that I've seen and enjoyed, but it's just a truly fantastic movie. I thought the action was outstanding. That train sequence at the end was phenomenal. The way they did it, Tom Cruise delivers in his acting, but as well as with the practical action. I've really liked Haley Atwell's addition. I thought she added much needed humor. I like the strong female presence. It brings back some of the other characters, which we all know and love. And this movie was just such a joy to watch. I couldn't believe that, as you know, we're on like 7 or 8 of these now, and it just keeps getting better. I cannot wait for the next one, which might be the last one, but man, this has been such a good series to watch and see how it evolves, and man, I loved it. It's outstanding. Definitely my number one. There it is. So what do you all think? What is your top 10? Let me know in the comments below, or just what's your favorite. It doesn't matter to me. I'd like to hear what y'all think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.